All right, how's it going, everybody? I thought we'd give this one more try. We're going to do some 1989 Upper Deck wax packs. I actually got a whole box here, so we're going to try to get through a few of these tonight. I'm thinking maybe about 6 packs, and then we'll kind of go from there. But I thought we'd start off with, kind of an iconic card in the Ken Griffy Jr. rookie. He was like one of the big time players during my favorite time watching baseball, which was probably 1985 to about 1993. I was pretty addicted to it. Being a Twins fan, of course, I was a huge Kirby Puckett guy, and I love Kent Herbeck and Gary Gaetti and all those guys. But Griffey was just such an iconic guy from that time. And he was so fun to watch hit. That lefty, he just had that sweet swing, and just a cool card. So I'll give you an example here once I open one up. But we're going to be looking for 3 money cards here. Obviously, the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, number 1, Upper Deck's first edition of baseball cards ever here. So that's another cool kind of fact about these 89 wax packs. The second card that we're going to be looking at is a Randy Johnson rookie card. That's not going to bring home as much value as the Griffey. And then thirdly, we have kind of an error card, which is, it's a Dale Murphy, and it has a reverse negative on it. So it looks like he is, everything is on a mirror. It's all in reverse. His jersey and all that was on a double negative. So it was just a misprinted card. For whatever reason, people love it, and that one's worth probably about, I'd say, $150 to $200 in gem mint condition. Whereas the Griffey's looking at about $500 in gem mint, and the Randy Johnson's probably around $40 to $50. So anyway, let's get ripping. So I've got the first pack here. So here's a cool thing about these 1989 Upper Deck cards. You can kind of see the front. Not perfect corners on that card, actually. It looks like it's almost miscut. But nice white borders, great photograph, just kind of a cool card. If you're ever going to get any of these graded, there's a huge thing to keep in mind, and that's the silver diamond on the back of these cards. You can see that one's off center quite a bit, actually. For whatever reason, PSA takes that into consideration. So a while back, actually that one's not bad. Now that I look closely at it, it's actually pretty centered well. I'll try to find one in here that's not as good, but that is a huge deal when they grade them. I sent in a Griffey card maybe about a year ago, and it was perfectly centered top to bottom, left to right, and it came back a 6. I was just shocked. But someone told me that that's because of that diamond in the back was way off center. So anyway, we're going to blow through some of these. I'll try to go as slowly as I can here so you can see the cards. Willie Randolph, Dow, rookie checklist, Dave Leeper. If you can hear the noises in the background, that's a Royal Corgi Rumble. There are 2 corgis just going at each other right now. Willie Frazier, super cool. Ernie Rouse. You can see this card that I just pulled, this Jerry Royce. The centering of that card is perfect, almost top to bottom, left to right. If I flip it over, you can see the diamond actually looks pretty good. That's probably about a 9, if not a 10, on the PSA scale. Now, of course, I'm not an expert, but I've seen a lot of cards in my day. Another cool thing, these stickers come in here with the set. I don't know if you're into collecting that kind of thing. They're these holograms. I don't know if the camera picks up on that. It's a pirate sticker. So those are kind of cool and fun if you're into that kind of thing. Got your Blauser, Greg Swindell. He was a pretty good pitcher back in the day. Some nice, decent centering on that card, top to bottom. That diamond is quite off if you want to take a close look there. That'll show you probably what my Griffy looked like. Johnny Ray, Mike Gallego. Oh, I saw a Mariner. I got excited. It's not him, though, unfortunately. It's Greg Briley and John Moses. Nothing to speak of in the first pack there. Hopefully the next one's a little better than that. Still fun. Always fun to open and rip these cool packs. Again, I hope you guys can put a comment or something on the page. I just love the back and forth with everybody in the hobby and hearing about other people's collection, what draws them to it. The different stories that people have are so fun to share. And I don't know if this is something you guys want me to talk through and tell stories, or if I should just shut up and open cards. But any feedback would be awesome. Anyway, we're on to pack 2. Here we go. Rafael Palmeiro shook his finger at Congress. He was part of the steroid scandal in the 2000s there, and shook his finger at Congress, saying, "I did not take those steroids." And then he came up positive not too long after that. Just not a good situation for Mr. Palmeiro. Hawkins. Storm Davis. I love that name, right? Storm Davis. He was a pitcher. So cool. Dickie Thon. We had an Andy Hawkins card earlier. Oral Hershiser. He's pretty good. I don't know if that card is worth anything. The centering is not very good on the back, and the diamond's terrible, you can see. The front of the card's pretty nice. It's a little off-center top to bottom. That's probably a $1 card there. That's probably our best find so far. I get. There's a new Hall of Famer in Edgar Martinez. I saw the Mariner again. I got all excited. Now, actually, looking at this card, boy, that's a really nice card. You can see the diamond on the back of that. I think that's worth sending into PSA right there. I'm going to set that one aside. That could be a $5 card if it's perfect. Maybe even better than that. Bam. Pack 2. Not bad with the Edgar Martinez and the Oral Hershiser. Just going to keep going through them. This was the first year, like I said, for the 89 Upper Deck. They chose not to put chewing gum in. So that was kind of a big deal. I think that might have been the first year Topps decided against it too. It might have been 88. I'll have to look that up for the next video. But cheers, drinking a little Colorado Apricot Blonde. Free plug for Dry Dock there. All right, here we go. Doyle Alexander, Timmy Jones, Musselman. Bunch of no names here in this pack so far. Wegman. It's funny how you get these packs and they're all kind of out of order, so it makes things a little difficult for me trying to show you guys what I got. But they do that because these cards are on sheets, and then when they're cut, they kind of land in a machine and they're just pulled together. And they may be, some facing forward, some backward, just depends on how they fall. Very rarely will you get a pack with all the cards are in order. So it's kind of crazy. Wallace Johnson, very cool. Jody Davis, I know he was a catcher back in the day, not a bad player. Dickie Schofield, and finally Jose Cesena. Nothing major in that pack. But we're going on the odd numbers, or on the even numbers, to see if this one brings a little more luck. Templeton. Okay. Gary Thurman. Gross. Romero. Dave Martinez, he was a really good pitcher. I doubt that's worth anything unless that maybe his rookie card. I think he's a little older than that, though. Yeah, so he was a good pitcher, though. Greg Swindell, another guy that had a nice long career. Alicea. Ron Robinson. David Palmer. If you're like me, you probably remembered all these players from one point in time or another. If you were playing fantasy baseball, collecting cards, just watching baseball on TV. Huey Brooks, that might be, nope, not a rookie card. It's like traveling back in time for me. Looking at all these different players, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. So cool, nothing much there in that pack. We're going to try 2 more here and see if it's slow. We may be able to do a couple more. Otherwise, we'll just wait for another video here. All right, we've got that. Pat Tabler. Try to blaze through these a little quicker this time. Another Dickie Thon. He's popular. There's a Dwight Evans. Look at that mustache, dude. That's sweet. Carlton Fisk. There's a Hall of Fame catcher right there. The off center on the back, pretty bad on all fronts, really on the front too. So that's probably not worth much. King. Will Clark. He was a fun guy to watch. One of my favorite players back in the day. That's probably a $1 card. Barfield. Some more of those stickers. Chet Lemon. He had a nice career. Those guys. Mark Davidson. Played for the Twinkies. I remember him well. Look at that. So Bob Boone. See the corner, that top right corner? I'll flip the card over again, so it'll be on the left this time. But boy, that took a beating somewhere along the line. That's not what you like to see in a brand new pack of cards. Bruce Fields, Mitch Williams, Wild Thing. You guys remember Wild Thing? You had a couple great years and then a couple really bad ones. Blew some big saves for the Phillies. This one doesn't want to cooperate. All right, last pack, folks, unless we just get skunked here. I'm going to pull from the back this time, just for something different. Harold Reynolds. He's a guy that's on MLB Network. He was on ESPN for a while, had an oops-a-daisy, got let go. And look at that, Mitch Williams again. That's weird. That makes you wonder a little bit. Stanishek. Jebel. Alito Perez. Tony Fernandez. He was fun to watch. He played for the Blue Jays when they had their good World Series run. And you know what? I'm going to call this a full-on skunk, man. Just nothing coming up here. We got a couple more cards. You never know. I'm going to have close to a full set after I open this. That'll be fun. I'm going to pull 2 more packs here, guys, and then we'll just tidy up with that. And if one pack, this one's really good, we'll finish strong there. Jamie Moyer, that guy pitched till he was 46. Here we go, Andre Dawson. That might be a buck. It's pretty nicely centered. You can see the diamond on the back. The front looks really good. Corners look nice and sharp. We'll put that in the good pile. Hammaker. Davis. It's another $1 card. Robin Yount. Really nicely centered as well. The back's off center. The diamond's a little off center. So still a buck. Good card. Another checklist. Riley. I keep seeing these Mariners, man. Julio Franco. Joe Clark. Dan Gladden, he batted leadoff for the Twins in their 87 and 91 World Series. Sorry, maybe that was just 87. Ricky Horton. Okay, here's a good card. Let's hope that it's centered well. Nope, it's not. It's Darryl Strawberry, though. Corners are sharp, so it's probably still an 8. That's probably a $5, a dollar card again. All right, last pack. Let's pull something nice here. Hey, all right, dollar card right on top. Eddie Murray. Hall of Fame Eddie Murray. Reward. All right, here's another nice pull. Greg Maddux. That's probably a $2 card if it's nicely centered, which that one is not, so it's $1. Hojo. I always used to laugh about that, obviously, because of the hotel. Juan Augusto. Pendleton. Leiter. Saturone. Daryl Boston. Here's another dollar card. Keith Hernandez. Perfectly centered on the card. On the front, the back. However, the diamond is way off. Still a buck. Another buck. Cecil Fielder. Rod Scurry. Okay. Good final pack. Paul Zavella. No idea who that guy is. And Mike Scott. He was actually a 20-game winner a couple times to finish things up. I don't know. Maybe a buck there. Anyway, not bad for tonight. A couple decent cards. We probably made our money back on the packs. So thanks for watching and tuning in, and hope to see you next time.